Suffering in life is inevitable. You cannot escape it. It's simply a part of life. Things will not go your way. People around you will fall under illness. And everyone around you, including yourself, will die at the end. So we try to fill this hole in our soul. We try to ignore this fact by seeking happiness in pleasures. Pleasures like food, movies, social media, porn, or materialistic stuff like more money, bigger house, faster car. We try to fill this hole inside of us with external things. But we don't realize that life consists of joy and suffering. They are inseparable. You cannot have one without the other. If you try to get rid of suffering altogether, then you won't have joy in your life. It's the same like black and white or up and down. If you get rid of down, there is no up. These things are inseparable. But we play another game. We don't play the black and white game. We play the black against white or white against black game. We try to keep one and get rid of the other one. Trying to get rid of outside and keep inside. Trying to get rid of up and trying to keep down. I made a whole video about this. It's called the black and white game. You can check it out if you want to. We also don't realize that all mental pain is internal. Physical pain, of course, can be external. If I stab you, you can't do anything about it. It's going to hurt. But mental pain, it's all going on inside your head. For example, two people can react very differently if it's raining outside, for example. One might go and dance in the rain, the other might be sad or depressed because it's raining. It's all internal. If I talk to you in another language, if I say to you in Hungarian that büdös a lábad, nagyon büdös a lábad, are you hurt by that? Did you get hurt by what I said? See, it's all internal. You make up how you react to it. How you react to a situation. That is what matters. Your reaction, your opinion, your beliefs about things is what hurting you inside. As you could see, I couldn't hurt you with my words. If this wasn't true, if mental pain was not internal, I could hurt you with these Hungarian words. But your interpolation of these words is what hurting you. If someone can change how you feel, how happy you are, how you feel inside by just saying something, that is slavery. That is literally a form of slavery. Someone just by producing some sounds with his mouth can make you hurt and can make you sad. So it's all internal. Now you see, I think most of our suffering comes from our desires and our cravings. Now, this is not my new original idea. This has been around for thousands of years. And this can manifest itself in things like lust, greed, or obsession. We don't get what we want. We want something else. We're always desiring more money, more things. We have unrealistic expectations of a relationship, unrealistic desires. We're always ignoring our present situation. We always want something else. We never feel quite satisfied with where we are. We always desire more things, better this. Not happy in where I'm right now. That is where most of our desires come from. Because we are ignoring our present situation. Our eyes always on the future, which never comes. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't enjoy your meals or you shouldn't want to improve yourself. Absolutely no desire, no goals for the future at all. No. Desire in and of itself is not that bad, but getting attached to your desires, now that is bad. Getting so attached to them that you think that you are only worthy if you have this, or that you'll only be more happy when you gain this, or after you have gone out of college, or after you got that job, after you got that money. getting so attached to your material possessions that you're so afraid to lose them, only having your eye on the future, never enjoying the present moment. Those kind of desires are bad. Getting too attached to them, that is bad. Now, I think there are 3 desires. The first one is desiring pleasure. Things like food, sex, drugs, alcohol, and the list goes on. And this comes from our ignorance. Because we try to escape suffering through pleasure. Because we usually eat or indulge in these bad habits or in too much pleasure when we don't feel good. And we don't realize, just as we said in the beginning, that suffering and happiness or joy is 2 sides of the same coin. You cannot take them apart, they are inseparable. It's just like up and down, you can't have one without the other. And pleasure is also fleeting. If you chase pleasure, it's like chasing a cloud or a fog, trying to catch a cloud of dust. And if you indulge in more pleasure, you need some more potent stuff. You'll need more potent pleasure. And you'll end up like the Romans who had all the pleasure that you can imagine. And then the only thing that they would get a kick out of is watching innocent people be eaten by lions. So too much pleasure leads you to suffering. So I think that we can all agree that desiring too much pleasure is just bad for you and it leads you to suffering. The second form of desire is desiring to be something that you're not. Desiring to be a successful businessman, desiring to be strong and muscular, desiring to be happy when you're sad. The problem with all of these is that you are denying your present situation. You are denying who you are right now. You think that you'll be happier or more fulfilled once you become like that, or your life will be better once you get that golden goodie. But it's never like that. You'll be as happy as you are capable of being in this present moment. I will say that again because it's so important. You will be as happy as you are capable of being in this present moment. Some future goodie won't make you that much happier. Desiring to be some other kind of person or to be in another situation is ignoring this present moment. Right here, right now, you got your eye on the future which never comes. Tomorrow never comes. And even if you get there, let's say, do you think that at that point you'll be completely happy? At that point, when you get that golden goodie, when you become who you wanted to become, then, only then, will you be able to relax, be happy, be fulfilled. It's never like that. When you get that golden goodie, the diamond goodie will appear. When you become that kind of person you wanted to become, you get a new image in your head. It's this vicious, never-ending cycle. So instead, just accept who you are. Accept every little messed up detail about you, because that is you. You can strive to be some better person. You can strive to fix some of your problems, of course. But don't feel upset about it. Don't bug yourself over your problems. You're just suffering in imagination. Instead of thinking about them for hours, just do something against them or accept it. Or do both. Accept your problems and do something against them. Not saying that you shouldn't desire to be a better person, you shouldn't desire to improve yourself. But don't get attached to some kind of image, some kind of person that you need to become so that you will be happy finally ever after. But only then you won't be able to be happy before you get to that golden goodie. The third type of desire is desiring to stop something from happening. You don't want your vacation to end. Trying to stop or ignore the death of your loved ones, not facing the reality of that. desiring the current pain you're facing to go away, desiring to stop something from happening. The problem with this, yet again, is that you're ignoring the present moment. And if you think that this moment is not as good as the next moment will be much better. You waste your whole life like that. Because you think, no, this moment is not good, I'll wait for the next one. Then when it gets there, you wait for the other one. And when that gets there, you wait for another one, the other one, the other one, the other one. And then you're 40 and you realize that you've been waiting for that great moment your whole life. And it never comes. The moment is going to be as good as you make it to be good. It entirely, mostly depends on you how good this moment is going to be like. Are you going to accept it or fight against it? Are you going to flow with the river or flow against the river? It's your choice, but that golden goodie never comes. Also, you don't have control over these things. But what you do have control over is how you react to them. If you're going to accept it or not. You just gotta detach yourself from these things. And just be grateful for this present moment and feel it 100%. This is the antidote to suffering. To stop desiring so much and accept the present moment. Live it fully. Be totally aware in this present moment, because that is all there is. There is no future and no past. It doesn't exist. It's all just our thoughts and memory. In reality, there is no future and past. There is only this moment right now. So you're going to accept it or not. Are you going to suffer desiring for this moment to go away, or just accepting it? Because we have certain expectations of life. We think that life should be this way, that we should be naturally happy. But life is not like that. It doesn't have to be like that. We put on life these expectations. And this is why we suffer so much. It is our thoughts that do this to us. It is our expectations, our beliefs about how our life should be that put us in all that suffering. We think that our baseline should be happiness, that we should be happy all the time. No. That is not how life is. So don't put your expectations on life, because it doesn't work like that. Life doesn't care about that. It will throw whatever at you. It doesn't care about what you expect of life. So be grateful for every single moment that you have, and accept whatever you're going through, and don't fight against it. Don't swim against the river. Swim with it. Because happiness is all internal. It's your opinions, your reaction to things, your perception of things, your beliefs that hurt you mentally. So detach from desire. Stop desiring so much. Realize that nothing is permanent. Everything changes. Everything changes. You will die, everyone you know will die. No material thing will last forever. So don't grasp onto these things so tightly that you cannot let them go. Because you find no satisfaction chasing all these changing stuff, these not permanent, impermanent stuff. It's like trying to grab water. It just flows out of your hand. So anytime you're going through some tough times, or anytime that you're going through some tough times, or you're suffering, ask yourself, what's the reason behind this suffering? What made me so attached to this thing? Why is this making me suffer? Maybe that will help you, trying to get to the root of your suffering. Why are you so attached to these things? Why are you really hurt about this? Is it really out of your control? You'll find out for yourself. Now, I'm not saying that this is easy. It is a very hard path, letting go of desires and accepting everything. It's very hard. It's not going to be easy, but I think this is a good path to follow. Now I'm also not sure what's the end point though, because wanting not to desire is a desire in and of itself. Desiring not to desire. So maybe you just have to let go of that also. Let go of desire to the point that you don't even desire not to desire. That's interesting. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it helped. If you're interested, I'm doing free one-on-one calls. If you have any questions, we want any advice. If you want to talk about something, my email is in the description. You can send me an email. There will be also a link to my black and white game video, which is also very interesting and really change how you look at things. So I highly recommend that video too. So I hope that you like this video. Have a great day and goodbye.